The man who secretly built a time machine. In the year 1892, deep in the dense forests of Austria, a man named Victor Eisenfeld lived in near isolation. To the outside world, he was a reclusive scientist, a man obsessed with electricity and mechanics. But behind the closed doors of his candle-lit workshop, he was working on something no one had ever dreamed of, a machine that could control time. Victor was no ordinary inventor. He had spent years studying the works of Nikola Tesla and Charles Babbage. He collected rare minerals, metals that shouldn't have existed in his time, and pieced together strange devices that buzzed and hummed with an energy unknown to science. His neighbors whispered about him. They called him the man who listens to the stars because they often saw him staring at the night sky for hours. What they didn't know was that Victor wasn't just looking at the stars. He was calculating something that would change the world forever. For 7 years, he worked in secret. He built, he tested, he failed. Until one night in the final days of 1899, he succeeded. The machine stood before him, a towering contraption of brass and steel, with coils that crackled with a strange blue energy. It was a mix of gears, levers, and glowing tubes, unlike anything the world had ever seen. Victor took a deep breath, adjusted the dials, and stepped inside. With the pull of a single lever, the air around him shimmered. The candles in his workshop flickered wildly, and the walls shook as a blinding flash of blue light erupted. And then, silence. Victor was gone. The aftermath. The next morning, his workshop was found empty. The door was wide open, the candles had melted into wax puddles, and the machine, his life's work, was still humming softly, as if waiting for him to return. His neighbors were baffled. Some believed he had gone mad and fled into the forest. Others thought he had been taken by spirits. But the strangest thing was that no one could remember exactly what Victor looked like. His books remained, his tools were untouched, but his portrait, which had once hung on the wall, was missing. It was as if history itself was trying to erase him. The unexplained clues decades passed. Victor's name faded into obscurity, but then strange things began happening. In 1923, a German scientist named Hans Kluger published a paper describing an energy field that should have been impossible to detect at the time. The blueprint he sketched, down to the smallest detail, matched Victor's machine. In 1956, an unnamed engineer in New York patented a device that should not have existed. The patent was eerily similar to Victor's original sketches. And in 1987, a classified government report surfaced, detailing an intercepted radio signal from 1899. The signal contained blueprints for something that looked disturbingly modern, almost like the microprocessors we use today. Coincidence? Or proof that Victor had been tampering with history? The mysterious man in Silicon Valley. Then came the strangest account of all. In the early 2000s, a group of young engineers working in Silicon Valley claimed they were visited by an old man. He arrived unannounced at their office, dressed in outdated clothing, like something from the late 1800s. He spoke with urgency, warning them about a mistake in time that could lead to disastrous consequences. The engineers brushed it off as the ramblings of a confused old man. But when they checked the security footage later, they found nothing. No record of him entering or leaving the building. It was as if he had never been there. Where is Victor now? Some say Victor is still out there, trapped between time periods. Others believe he successfully altered history, leaving behind just enough clues to prove he existed. But one thing is certain, technology advanced faster than anyone expected, and if the story of Victor Eisenfeld is true, then maybe, just maybe, time travel is real. The only question left is, did he ever come back? Or is he still traveling through time, searching for a way home?